eyelashes coming up, but you know what, y'all? Just disregard. Act like you don't see it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is LaShanya, or you can call me Mama L. If you're new here, oh, welcome. And if you're a loyal subscriber, why am I moving my head so much? If you're a loyal subscriber, what's poppin'? Today, I'm gonna answer some questions. Well, kind of like a big question that everyone has always asked me. Basically, why did I choose to go to Temple? Oot, I'm an owl. I want to say that the whole application process with me was ridiculous because I was never one of those kids that like had a dream school and like cried if they didn't get into it. Like, I didn't give a shit. I just wanted to make sure my ass was in college. But what I did know is that, one, I didn't want to be where everybody was going. Two, I wanted to get away from home because Copley, Pennsylvania is a suburb and I needed to see something different. I've been here since 4th grade. Like, let me hear a siren or something. I don't know. So that being said, because I wanted a new type of scenery, I applied to 16 schools.
16 schools.
If you're watching this and you're in high school and you're a junior looking into colleges, do not apply to 16 schools. Like, seriously, I don't know why I even did that to myself. Like, that was literally the most stressful thing to figure out after that. So, yeah, the suburbs is really boring to me. I mean, there's people, it's for other people. You know, my mom loves it here. I don't. So I applied to Westchester, IUP, Albright. I applied to it if it was in Pennsylvania. The only 2 schools that I didn't apply to in Pennsylvania was Northeastern and Boston, UMass Boston. My parents were really busy with work and stuff like that, so I wasn't able to visit a lot of colleges. Like, I did the stupidest shit ever. Like, I visited colleges that I didn't even apply to, like Bloom and like, where else did I didn't apply? ESU, East Stroudsburg University, if you don't know what ESU is. But I didn't even apply there. Like, another... Listen, if you're a junior in high school, do not follow my footsteps, okay? Do not do that. So Temple was the only school that I visited and actually applied to out of the other 2. My first impression when I got to Temple for a visit, I went with a friend and my mom. And it's so funny because I was just like, I don't like it. Like, first my mom was just like, I hate this neighborhood. I knew my parents were not gonna like the neighborhood, but honestly, I was just like, whatever. I wasn't that bothered by it. But I went with a friend and we kind of looked around together, and honestly, originally I was just like, I don't really care for this place. I literally went at a time where, like, I don't know what time o'clock it was. I don't know what time it was, but literally the time that we were walking on campus, literally everybody started walking around. I was just like Mr. Krabs. Like, I was scared. I was not used to such a big campus. And then, because I honestly, I graduated with 780 something kids, but still, like, that was like mayday. So my first impression, I hated it, even though in the picture right here it did not look like I hated it. I think I was just like set in stone in my head, like, so many people from high school are gonna try to come here. I don't want to see high school people again. Not to say that I had the worst high school experience, but I would say the last 2 years of high school I hated, probably just a little bit. I wasn't bullied or anything, was I? No. I'm a bad bitch, you can't bully me. So fast forward to the time I was actually having to pick out what college I wanted to go to. Me and my parents literally took out all 14 acceptance letters and we laid it out on the table. And me and my parents probably stared at that table for a good hour trying to figure out where the hell I'm gonna spend the next 4 years of my life. So on the table, I actually did have some scholarships. I had a scholarship to Albright, $80,000 presidential scholarship. To be honest, I felt like when I got it, I thought they were lying. I was like, this can't be for me. Like, I wasn't a dumb student. Like, I graduated with a 3.5 GPA. So I don't know, but $80,000. I was like, it's sketchy. Ain't nobody going to their school or something. Why they giving me $80,000? I mean, if Temple gave me $80,000, the kid would be happy. But yeah, I got a presidential scholarship for Albright. You're just gonna take my word for it because I threw out all my acceptance letters once I decided I was going to Temple. And then I think I got like $16,000 from like Chestnut Hill College. And I think I probably got like little changes from, you know, like the sale and stuff like that. So most of the schools did give me money, but Temple gave me zero. They gave me nothing. Like nothing at all. I didn't get no type of scholarship. I got grants, but like compared to the other schools that I was gonna get grants and scholarships, Temple was like, bitch, no. So after looking at the letters of my parents for like an hour and change, I picked up Temple. And my parents were like, bitch, what? That didn't even make no sense. You say you didn't like the campus. You say you didn't like, and I'm just sitting there like, I don't know why I picked this up either. Like literally it was such a weird moment. Like I literally just picked it up, and now thinking about it, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it was the Holy Spirit or something. I just picked up that paper and I was just like, I'm going here. And my parents were confused, but we all went with a ride. And I think, honestly, I think the reason why I chose Temple was because when I sat down for that hour and thought about all the dynamics, Temple was the only city school that I applied to. All the other schools that I applied to were either state schools that were in the boonies or very suburban schools. And I was just like, that's the only different one. That's the only one that's not in the suburbs. So I chose that. And I knew I didn't want to be in the suburbs. So I knew I was going to be really overwhelmed, but it was just like, whatever, I'm about to be a city dweller. I got bars. Anyway, I was just like, you know what? It's a city. Let's see what's there. You know, maybe I'll like meet the love of my life. No. So orientation came around and I was hype as shit. It was like one night orientation. I was like, let's go. Like my dad dropped me off my little backpack full of shit, and I was so excited to spend a night in a dorm and use a communal bathroom. I was such a dork. Yeah, so I made some friends that night. It was a little bit nerve-wracking, but I, you know, had to come out my comfort zone because honestly, not to sound like I wasn't like super popular in high school, but I didn't really have to make friends. You know what I mean, Jolene? Like it's just like, you know, like when you just know people and everybody just happens to be friends. Like I didn't have to go up to someone like, hey, can you be my friend? Like I never had to do that. So going into college, I was just like, shit, I gotta actually be like, hi, my name is Shania. Like, it's poppin'. Are you normal? Are you normal? Yeah. So I had to make some friends that night, and then the next day I actually saw one of my friends that's on the football team. And honestly, like that's when I knew this school was for me. I was just like, which is ironic because I didn't want to see anybody. When I tell you, I was just like, I do not want to go to this. I don't want to see nobody from in college. I was like, I've seen these people forever. Literally, the moment I saw him, I was just like a friendly face. Thank God, like I know who someone is. So if you felt like me and you feel like, yo, I don't want to go to a school where I see everybody that I graduated with, you might take it back, because especially if you're in a city or just in a new school in general, but when you see a friendly face, you're like, thank God, I don't know if I was gonna survive out here in North Philly without you, buddy. Seeing his face, it helps me, and then I made more friends, and yeah. So then, making friends and football games, basketball games, always fucking lit, okay? Like, I'm sorry. I'm a ride or die Temple fan. I'm gonna be one of those crazy ass old ladies that already graduated from university that's still acting like they in college and going to every game. Yep, that's me.
I ain't afraid to say it, go blue. I'll kick it.
She needs this, kids. Mom needs this.
Games are popping, our parties are popping, our frats are popping, and honestly, there is one thing I love about Temple is so much diversity. Like being home, I was just used to seeing, I grew up around white people, like since I moved here. Elementary school, I was like one of 4 only black kids. Middle school, it got a little better. High school, it got a little better, where I was like probably like 1 in 20 black kids. But still, like I said before, I graduated with 780. The demographics were very different, where I'm jumping into a very diverse university that is in a predominantly black neighborhood. I was happy. I was like, okay, like, here we go. Everyone's here. We got some Asians, we got some Indians, we got some black people. Like, and then I was raised Jamaican because my parents are Jamaican. Then I found some Jamaican people. Then we got the African people. Y'all are lit. Then honestly, it's just like, it's so much diversity and so much culture at Temple. Like, you cannot not like it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has their, it's like everyone has their place there. Like, there's no oddball. Like, I feel like if you go to Temple and you hate it, it's because it's your fault why you hate it. Like, honestly, if you go to Temple and you hate it, it's literally your fault. There are so many things that you can do. You need to get out. You need to meet people. Leave your damn dorm room. Leave your apartment. Okay, socialize, because that campus is filled with schlit ass people. Okay? We all schlit. It's just a good time. That's why I chose Temple. It was a big adjustment, but honestly, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life to attend Temple University, and I go back in 2 weeks, so I'm very excited to go back to my second home. So yeah, I do want to continue doing a little college edition situation where I just give advice and tips and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're interested in that, of course, subscribe so you can know when I post about them. Okay? But yeah, like, that's why I chose Temple. It's a good time, good people, good energy, good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. But you need to make sure you have the right friends, unless you're gonna end up in some shit. For real. Like, honestly. And don't be walking out 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay? Don't do that. Unless you with a group of people that can protect you and, you know, you're in the police borders. Yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you want to see more of the content that I plan on doing about the college edition. So here, subscribe to my channel. You won't forget it. All right, guys. So have a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Like, there was one time this guy came up to me and he just was asking a question. I don't know what he was asking, but I got into karate for him. I was ready to fight. I was ready. He was like, you ain't from around here. I was like, hell to the no.